Welcome to Big Talk and Brewskis. I'm your host, Maryssa Smith. This episode, our co-host is Angry Bob. We also have Todd Montesi.
Angry Bob! Todd, how's it going?
And we have Bob Bell.
Hello.
Bill!
Bill!
We're not worthy.
Yeah, well,
We never were.
The three old unwise men.
Yes, yes. We have gold, frankincense, and sadness. That's what we give the Jesus on his day. He gets it.
Depression, anger, and myrrh.
Jesus dies today and then comes back.
Stop complaining. Keep it, Jesus.
It's the walking Jesus.
well, today's Good Friday, so happy Good Friday, you guys.
My Friday's okay. It's sort of a meh Friday
It's
for
a
me.
meh Friday. It's a meh Friday. It's kind of gray out, and happy Passover.
Hey. Yeah,
So-
got to give your shout out to the Jews. I'm a Jew, so anything I say anti-Semitic, it's not.
It's not.
He's only half Jewish.
Shut up! You're ruining my out.
There you go.
You're ruining
Hashtag worse than Jesus. Get him.
Hashtag Netanyahu.
So house secrets.
So let's get to know everybody a little bit. So, Todd, tell us a little about yourself.
Getting to know
Yeah.
you.
My name's Todd Montesi. I'm a comedian. I'm also Angry Bob's only black friend.
It's
so,
true. He
but-
gives me cred in the community.
Yeah. And then I lose credit in the community from it, so it's great. It's
You
like,
really want cred in the community? Come on.
is that going to be our next show, Credit in the Community?
Yeah,
Or
I
we
think so.
That might be the next episode.
Basically, yeah.
So Todd, tell us like one thing that's a little TMI, like something that's too much information for us to know.
I don't know, I like masturbating a lot. But then again, doesn't everybody?
Well,
It's
yeah,
not really TMI. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
think
you're
not
like
really
a dude.
TMI,
If you were
that's
like a
like
girl,
no
that'd
duh.
be TMI.
But
That's
it's
just
hot.
like.
Dude, if
No,
a girl-
for a girl to be like, oh yeah, I like flicking my bleen, like, you know, that's a little TMI. Like, I mean, something like, you know, you like still eat your boogers or something.
He killed the Limburg baby.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually 112 years old.
Yes,
And,
yeah.
Oh, vampire!
He's Bruno Hauptmann.
I think, I don't know, maybe a TMI thing. You know the problem is today? There's no such thing as TMI because everything's so open with social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
which
it
is
just
true.
strips, there's no more secrets, which sucks because, like, you need those secrets, something for yourself, but that's being stripped down, like, over and over again.
The
you know?
Kardashian ass ended TMI.
Right.
Let's
right.
face it.
Like, there's no more shame anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Well,
Which sucks because
yeah.
now, you know, there'd be shame, like,
Information, but not too much information.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you know, like, there's like a billion people doing stand-up comedy now.
Oh,
Right.
When there was shame, people were like, I'm not funny enough. I don't want to do it. Now it's like, no, I can be famous. I don't have to be funny. See, we need shame for quality.
I'm so funny on Twitter. I'm gonna be great on stage. Hashtag I'm adorable. Hashtag trust fund.
So now, Bob Bell, you're also a stand-up comedian. Tell
Right.
us something that's a
Bob
little
Bell!
TMI about yourself.
Well, yeah. Let's see. I'm Todd Montesi's father from the future.
It's true. He was the former president of Atlantis.
He's coming back in time to kill me.
Not Atlantis Records.
Right. I'm
Atlantis.
trying to find the right wormhole.
Exactly. The wrong wormhole. Go back. Go
You're gonna end
back.
up in the Gamma Quadrant.
So now, Bob Bell, why did you get into comedy?
Because I failed at everything else.
Yes.
He's also a math genius.
Well,
so,
he's too
yeah.
old for the
That's right.
fields.
It was right. It was either that or work for the work at Los Alamos or work for the NSA. So that.
Well,
You're
it's
like,
also
oh, fuck that,
you're
I'm
too
doing
old.
comedy.
He's too old for the Fields Medal, so it's dick jokes. There you go. Math reference.
Bob's interesting. Bob actually went to Columbia University, and he actually went with George Stephanopoulos.
Hey,
Oh,
these are my
really?
class. Yeah, right.
There was a moment in time in
And
your
you know
class.
what? Bob is doing better in the long run when you think about it. You also
Were you,
That's
like,
right.
you and George like besties?
No, but I had a friend who was besties, who was his roommate.
Oh,
You were
okay.
Big
Yeah.
Mike?
No, it wasn't Big Mike.
Yeah, but that's not
another
funny.
guy.
Who was besties with Big Mike?
Who was
the
besties with
former
Big
male
Mike?
nurse.
I don't know. No,
By the way, if you don't know Big Mike's this guy. He's like a big Icelandic-looking dude that just takes pictures of young girls.
yeah,
You know,
There's a
Hey,
lot of
right.
randomly.
He
But I
looks-
love.
yeah.
We love Mike. We're
He
not
looks
dissing.
Icelandic, but he's some Irish guy from the Bronx.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know,
Irish
I've never met a
Icelandic.
Big Mike.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Irish Icelandic.
So now, Todd, why did you get into stand-up?
Yeah, no, man.
Having a beer.
You know, I
Uh-oh,
think
he's having a beer.
Decided.
It's been a
5
big
points.
debate. What? He's having a
cheat
beer.
day, cheat day, cheat
day.
Yeah,
day.
got a thing.
Bob's eating almonds and drinking like
I know,
craft
I know.
beer. Hipster,
Because I'm fat.
hipster.
I lost weight and then it came.
There you go.
I started.
Now the party started.
I am going to get drunk on the air. I didn't know it was on the Grease Man show.
Oh yeah,
Gonna be the morning show.
That's how we do it.
The Bob and Bob show.
Let's go to weather right now.
Well, it's warm.
Arvida Rock Iron IPA, delicious and fattening.
It's really
So-
good beer.
Angry Bob.
Yes. Just call me Ang.
Ang for short because we were like BFFs. So, Ang,
Certainly are.
tell me
Black
about.
brain. Go on.
There's two of us.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
UNITY, you gotta let them know you're not a hoe or black. Well, we are black. Wait, are we hoes? I don't know.
All right,
Never
calm
mind.
down. So what
Yeah.
was your
You
question?
ruined it, Bob.
No,
I know.
take
I know.
two. What?
You guys need to take your Ritalin. Okay, so now, Angry Bob.
Yes.
Let's talk about Trevor Noah.
Okay. Who?
Exactly.
Take that, Trev.
Okay. I know we want to talk about. I don't watch The Daily Show, okay? I've seen it a couple of times. I mean, Jon Stewart, yeah, he's shortened from New Jersey, and he's very passionate about getting paid money and blah, blah, blah. I'm a comic, a real comic. Comics don't like to watch other comics be funny. It's not even a thing about, like, oh, he's better than me or he's not better than me. It's just like, okay, been there, done that. You know what I mean? My favorite comic is me, and I'm pissed that they didn't have Angry Bob replace Jon Stewart. Can you imagine The Daily Show with Angry Bob? There would be like one episode, and then it'd be like the NSA, swarm. He found out what HARP stands for. He found out that, it wasn't 9/11, it was 9/12 was the real day of the horror,
I think.
You're stepping on my. You know what? I'm gonna let Todd talk because honestly, I don't know who this guy is, and I don't care. So Todd, you go, but I'll come up with something better to say.
I think a weird thing to me is like this Trevor Noah guy seems like one of these guys that's like chosen. Like he's all like
He's like the Obama of comedy.
exactly. He's half like black,
Well,
half
it's
South
racism.
African. Yeah. And the funny thing to me is like when he started breaking out, like you all saw those posters in like New York City in the trains where it's like Trevor Noah watches one-man show at off Broadway, and it became like Trevor Noah, check him out on The Daily Show, doing a bit, and then it became like Trevor Noah, he's now hosting A Daily Show. There you go.
I've never seen him.
And he's South African, right?
Yeah,
Right.
he's South
So
African.
Trevor Noah, apartheid, something, maybe not. I don't know. He's that black and white. Leave us alone.
I think the main thing too that's kind of bothers me is that he looks like he's from a Benetton ad, and then when someone's telling you speaking to truth, and he looks like a Ken doll, and you're like, all right, you're a little too handsome. Let me
No,
get
he's
Bob
a
Bell.
good-looking man.
Yeah,
he
that's
is a good-looking man.
I want,
I'll say.
I want an old,
Well,
crusty guy.
to
telling
creep
me
everybody
like
out.
this.
Exactly. No, Bob Bell would be the second best choice because he would
Right.
be there and he would just be grunting for a half an hour, but they would be insightful, intelligent grunts. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is grunts from a.
That
200
sounded like
man with
GOP.
an
Anyway.
IQ of 200.
He'll be like Andy Rooney for millennials.
Todd makes a really good point that this Trevor Noah is the perfect host for the millennial age because it's all about image and good looks
Hashtags.
and positioning hashtags. And by the way, when me and Todd talking hashtags, we're making fun of hashtags. I'm saying it once, I'm never saying it again.
Hashtag real talk.
Reality, but
Hashtag me.
but I don't know. You're probably gonna segue into the whole thing that he made comments about the fags and the Jews or something, and then 1 minute everyone loves him, and then 24 hours later in the whole like Twitterverse or something, they just want to like pillory him or something. See, that's bullshit. All right, whether I have other issues with the guy, but when it comes to shit like that, I mean, go through my Twitter account and you'll see some horrible things said about everything, and it's called humor, it's called satire, it's called sarcasm. So on that note, I don't give a shit. I just question him based on what Todd said and what we're discussing here, that who
He's
the fuck
like-
is he? And
yeah.
what white male executive at Comedy Central said, yeah, this is the demographic we want. Okay, we want this guy in here, and then 2 years from now he'll be a Bilderberger. And then we'll the next
we made a big jump
trilateralist
there.
meeting, we'll make him a 33-degree level Mason, and then the International Monetary Fund will be his co-host.
Where's Alex Jones for this?
But that's it. It's just, it seems a little too planned. It's not organic. Humor and satire. Like when I was on CNN, plugging myself, although CNN I think hates me or something. But when I was on CNN, I was like really organic. I think it was too organic. I have a feeling that at some point someone was watching this in Atlanta and said, "What the fuck is that on my show?" I don't want that. I want a good-looking broad with legs. Get that chick from Fox or something. But I don't know. I have a miserable life. But
I mean, have you heard of Trevor's material though?
No,
that's the
never
thing. I haven't heard of it. I mean, I
his
just heard about this
material.
one
I've heard some
joke, and that was it.
I've
Well,
heard
what's
some.
the story? Like what? What did
Like
he
for
do?
example, the joke he did on like the Daily Show was
Hey,
like,
what about airline
like,
food?
well, it was close to that. Where it's like,
Oh, God.
Jon Stewart would come up there and he'd be like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Noah," and then he'd pitch him, go, "Hey, Trevor Noah, how's it going? You just came from South Africa," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just flew in from South Africa."
Boy, are my arms tired. Sorry.
Yeah, he said
Really?
that. Yeah.
No.
And then he followed it up with. And then,
Oh
like,
my God.
And then Jon Stewart goes, "Oh, so that's a really old joke." And he goes, "No, my arms are tired because like with the NSA, I couldn't put my arms down.
Oh my
because my
God.
arms are still up."
Well, I'm going to take a 90-year-old joke and I'm
Topical.
going to make it topical,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, right.
Yeah, because I'm black, and it's
Yeah.
like my arms are up because they're going to shoot me because of
Yeah.
me.
There's just too much irony now.
Well,
in,
in
like,
the
comedy,
end,
I think,
what's
you know?
gonna if it's that
horrible.
crazy or that bad, it's not gonna last. I mean, that's what it is.
No,
but he's handsome,
No,
though,
he's
so
going to
it's
last
like,
for
you know.
20 years. Trust me.
It's like
Bob.
Jon Stewart. Not Jon Stewart. I mean, it's like I shouldn't name names now. Forget about it. I'm
already-
kidding. No, but like Jimmy Fallon, he's cute. You know, he's cute, so it's like gonna work.
Accessible,
Even
yeah.
the, even the new
Another
host of
disappointment.
like the Late Late Show, James Corden.
Right.
He's adorable. You know, he's like
And
he's
who
like,
is he?
Yeah.
He's the English version. He's like a fat English version of Jimmy Fallon.
But where did
basically.
they find him? In a pub?
Didn't he?
or-
I think they found him in a Care Bears cartoon or
I
something.
know
like
he
that.
like won a
He
couple
was a
of
sidekick.
Tonys.
Hello,
Wasn't he a
I'm
sidekick
British
for Conan or
Cab.
something?
What?
He
There
was-
Wasn't he a sidekick for something?
Yeah, wasn't he?
He was a
who's-
sidekick, and then he won a couple of Tonys for I can't remember what play he did, but he did some like off Broadway.
Oh, I
play
thought he
that
was like a minister, like you
He
know.
did like some like I guess like a
Is there any
sitcom
difference?
over there. I think called the History Boys, and then
Oh, I
then he
remember
like
that.
segued that and parlayed that into doing some like Broadway show. And
If you
then
gotta
now
make it a comedy, you gotta get a Broadway Tony or something now. You
But was
know?
he,
Yeah.
was
So I guess we gotta
was
break
he the
it down.
sidekick to the prime minister or something? Or
I thought it was. I couldn't remember who it was.
I didn't even
But
know what
he was
his
on
name
some
is.
show.
yeah.
I know Tony Blair, and then it's just other British guys.
I just saw that guy on Cats. Give him a TV series. Let him be a talk show host.
But like now that we have all this social media and like comics are really kind of like pop stars almost. Like, do you
Ugh,
think that it's like, is it killing the art of comedy? Like, is art dead?
You know,
Well,
yeah.
Oh, you go, Todd. Please.
Well, you know, funny, like Kevin Hart, who I've known before, like not that much now though, but like I know it's. He says that he's like, oh, I'm not just a comedy star, I'm a rock star comic. You know, that's cool if you look at yourself
He's
like
like
that.
a mega church of comedy.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, there's other. I also feel like comedy should also. The small moments really make comedy, you know, like that quiet, like even like when you watch Pryor and his specials, it's like the small moments where he shows vulnerability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Right,
You're
right,
like,
right,
wow,
right.
I'm getting insight, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you know what it is. It's like everything. It's the I hate this term, but it's like the corporatization of everything. It's like everything becomes product. Everything becomes too planned. As I said, I think that when especially myself and these two gentlemen, you know, now, I'm angry Bob being serious. I think that comedy needs to be more organic. You know, like one of the things I do a lot is there's a repetitive nature to comedy that I despise. You know, the industry, they force you gotta have that tight five. You working on your I'm working on my tight five for my Letterman set. You know. And I hate that. I like to go up and I like, you know, I have regular jokes that I do, but I also, I do Todd's show. Todd has a great show. Tuesday nights, 9:30, No Fun Bar, one of the best shows. 8:30. Right. I'm sorry, I fucked up
But you don't
the
get there till
plug.
9:30.
I fucked up the plug. No, but the thing is, Todd sees me all the time and he loves me and I love what Todd does because we're organic. You know, we'll do a joke, but we'll do it differently. Then we'll just do something wacky and whatever because
forget
that's
Bob
what's...
Bell.
No,
That's my too.
Bob's even more out there. I mean,
there.
I've seen Bob discuss the Riemann and then discuss
And
his
then
penis,
grunt.
you know. No, but the thing is,
And I agree with you.
the planning, the too much planning, the too much corporatization of comedy is ruining comedy, and the end product is like a Trevor Noah type.
Right.
And again, it's not even his fault.
And people are
really.
still complaining, though. You know, have you heard about like people complaining about his like old tweets, like his
Oh, fuck his
anti-Semitic?
tweets. I don't
Yeah.
care about his tweets. I care about the fact that he's going to be a dullard, most likely, you know?
Yeah, but people are like, "Whoa, I don't know what he said about Israel with that joke he did like 2009."
Netanyahu's not happy. And when Netanyahu's not happy,
And then
nobody's
his
happy.
jokes about fat chicks, it's just like, oh, that's really groundbreaking.
Right,
Let's make
right.
fun of fat
Yeah.
chicks.
Well,
but he's handsome. He's
well, you know how you
biracial, so
fuck
there
a
you
fat
go.
chick, roll her in the dough. Whoa!
right.
Hey, I used to be a fat chick, folks. So leave me alone.
I-
I have
Yeah,
male
but
breasts.
you know, first what you're saying about like the Art Dead or whatever. The whole thing is just that comedy takes a certain amount of not just like honesty, but introspection, and all these medias are contrary to that.
What is that? There's no introspection anymore.
Well, they don't want you to look into yourself. They basically just want you to buy. Right. Remember, just two examples. I'm going into history, so I hope some people aren't going to be freaked out. But everyone remembers or remembers reading there was something called World War II, and they called it the Greatest Generation, and they were right because we conducted this war, and the greatest American president ever, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, went to the human race, the people, the American people, and said, "We need you to pitch in," and it was a full effort. The entire economy went to a war economy, and there were scrap drives. You couldn't buy a car for 3 years. But if you remember, when all these wars started in the '80s under the Bush administration, what was the first thing Bush said? Go out and buy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it, because we've got, we've created like this underclass, a permanent underclass in this country, and it's mostly minorities, all right, who have either, starve, be criminals, or join the military. Those are their options. So they join the military, and they're stuck as these permanent soldiers. They get killed or they get maimed or whatever, but they're heroes and we support the troops. But when they come back here, who's giving them a place to stay?
Right.
Who's giving them job training? Who's giving them another fucking leg? When I see an Escalade on Long Island with one of those ribbons saying we support the troops, I just want to go up to them and slap them in the faces. You know what? I know a couple of guys who are sleeping on fucking Bowery right now. I know Bowery's all hipster now, but there's still some homeless guys. Why don't you take them in and let them sleep in your goddamn bed? Because they were in Fallujah shooting up the place so you could drive this motherfucker and get gasoline under $3 a gallon. Fuck you! American Bob! You! American Bob! I've spoken my piece! American Bob!
Angry Bob 2016. Paid for Angry Bob for president.
Never seen you so heated up there, Bob.
Oh my God! What? Bob, you've known me.
Now I know why he doesn't drink the beer.
I was getting
I'm getting a little toasty here.
I know, right?
No, but it's true. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the whole thing. It's just this bullshit.
There's no support system for them when they come back.
But it's even worse. It's just
except jingles.
It's all hubris. It's all playing into people's narcissism.
Right, but Bob, that's not even surprising, because basically that whole thing is a machine. It's it's the whole military-industrial complex. They're a grinder, and they're going to like boot them out.
Consumer-industrial complex.
Absolutely. So it doesn't surprise me. There's nothing there for them.
Yeah, there's like a nexus of this, with capitalism. Playing everyone like a puppet. The puppet master.
You get like a new bunch of 20-year-olds, and then they're all like, and now this is what we're going through with ISIS now.
But I'm just saying, there's a time and place for things. Sometimes people got to pitch in. Sometimes people got to go, well, I'm not going to have the double macchiato latte because we got to buy a bullet for this guy so he doesn't get killed in wherever.
Fallujah.
Place. Yeah, right. I know, but I don't want to say Fallujah again because now I'm being hacky.
Well, wait,
aren't there other places? They just Fallujah. Fallujah's a great word.
To Crete. I don't know.
Goddammit. Now I drive a fucking cab, you motherfucker.
I'm having so much fun, man.
I'm having another beer.
Oh man, this is good.
And by beer I mean queer. Oops, edgy. Right.
Yeah. Well,
I would be gay if I was, a little neater. Seriously.
I think the thing is though, to show you where we're at, where it's like, for example, if you have no children, you pay the most taxes, right? But if you have like tons of kids, you could basically write that off and get like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Right, family.
Which just goes to show you, like, it doesn't matter.
Make more kids.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we can't really sustain that because the planet's like, California's running out of water.
California has 4 days left of water.
Exactly. We can't afford more kids, but
more
you're like,
400-pound
you get more kids. It should be the other way around.
They're going to invade Nevada for water.
We have no kids. You'd be like, good for you. You don't have to pay rent this week.
Children are a waste of time. Remember that, folks. Seriously.
No, they're special. They're half of me.
That's it.
That's it. It just feeds into the narcissism of the breeders. Like, I have made a carbon copy of
me. It is the promised child.
You know what I was thinking? Like me, I was thinking like I'll probably never have kids because
Yay!
But if I had like $1 billion and I'm like, all right, maybe I'll have a kid, but instead of having one kid, I'll have like a kid of every single nationality and race on the planet. So to become like
a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, be the new Alexander the Great or the Genghis Khan.
Send in the Swede tonight. I want a Swedish.
Doesn't everybody
tonight.
have like a little bit of Genghis Khan in them?
Exactly.
I
think it's like
all you have to do is marry Angelina Jolie. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any woman parts anymore.
Right.
She's
she
neuter.
Can't make anymore,
Where's your
but
womb?
No,
she already has the kids.
I know, but she's empty inside. I mean, I like her and everything, but there's nothing there.
no,
She's
but I
like-
mean, have all the kids with my
she's like-
genetics. You know,
she's literally like a Barbie doll now.
right.
They might as well just put "Made in Japan" on her ass.
Then hell with it. Marry bad.
China.
now, who's her
That's
crazy
horrible.
dad?
I'm a horrible person.
Red
I'm going to hell, but I'll
No,
be
not
running the
her
place in a
father.
week.
Her dad.
Her father's this crazy guy.
Oh, John Voight.
John
Yeah,
Voight.
exactly. This is what
Yeah.
happens when John Voight's your dad. You're just like, you know
Yeah,
what?
John
That's it.
Voight hangs
Taking
out
out
with
my
Giuliani.
ovaries.
Yeah. Giuliani at that we hate that Barack Obama's from the Klingon homeworld. Club. Barack Obama
Wait, what
doesn't
hap-
have a long form.
What happened to Rudy Giuliani too? Like he's become
This
like
is crazy.
now everyone figured it out.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
everyone figured it out.
He's
just
been
pathetic.
crazy.
It's like all the nutty people we knew were like Giuliani's
That's it.
insane, and
That's
then
it.
now Giuliani.
No, this is. Yeah, let me explain Giuliani. His favorite movie is The Godfather. He's seen it 80 times. Okay, who else is obsessed with a movie like that? Howard Hughes saw Ice Station Zebra like
Right,
150
North by
times,
Northwest.
Has
Yeah, yeah.
5-foot-long toenails and used tissue boxes as slippers. So Giuliani likes to wear women's clothing. Do you see? that there's like a syllogism here.
Not that there's anything wrong with
You have a
that.
favorite movie and you watch it too many times, you're nuts.
Okay. I think we're off topic.
I'm gonna eat one of these people. How do you open this? I'm just gonna
So
I can't. I'm fat.
now
Time for more
today
beer.
is
To
Good
get back to
Friday.
my fighting weight.
Todd, give me this.
Okay,
So
thanks-
today
thanks,
is
Mom.
Good Friday.
It's getting
I
wild.
can't take you guys
All right,
nowhere.
That's what
well, it was nice here at F.L.O Studios before we broke
The $4,000 glass
You're
table.
fired, Todd. You're
It's
fired.
definitely better than being in the dentist chair. That's
There we go. So today's Good Friday.
Keep giving them
and
beer.
I know.
I want to
This
see
is-
where this is gonna
Let's
go.
just
down
let's
early
see
morning,
what
guys.
happens here. So
Oh, I should have another one.
go ahead.
Do it,
There you
cheat
go.
day,
Do
cheat
it,
day.
do it.
Oh,
It's craft.
I gotta have a good way in on
It's
day. or I'll
kicking
be
my ass. Man.
depressed.
There's a lot of.
Well, it is an IPA. You know,
good.
it's a IPA.
What does that mean? I don't know.
It's
India Pale Ale.
Ladies and
Pale
gentlemen,
Ale,
I'm drunk.
This is the brewski part.
No, it's true. I have the liver of a 4-year-old. Yeah, I keep
Dude,
it
you
at
like-
home in a barrel.
I remember like there was like drinking contests and you just like chug it so quick down. And it's surprising because you never drink beer.
I know.
But he's a winner. I gotta win.
He's just like,
I gotta win. He's like the Michael Jordan of like.
Todd Montesi is the Crispus Atticus of my heart.
Do we both compare each other to black people? Crispus Atticus, you're Michael Jordan.
okay. And talking about Christmas.
That's an
I'm
interesting
talking
segue.
about
I'm gonna have
like
another
today
one.
is
Here.
yeah. Go ahead.
Do me.
So here.
Yeah, 'cause I don't.
Oh my God. So and today's Good Friday, and
Yeah.
you know
This
we
is
got a
going
lot of
swimmingly,
stuff,
folks. All right, go.
a lot of things going on. That's
Happy Easter.
it's not Easter yet.
They
that are,
killed
like,
Jesus,
kind of-
right? Yay.
right?
He was
but
gonna
like
talk.
with all this stuff going on with like Indiana and like Arkansas,
Oh my
and,
God.
Yeah, Indiana's weird.
Who's
yeah.
your daddy? Your daddy's
But-
a gay-hating bastard.
and all of these things are supposed to be for religious freedom, but like right now we live in like some of the most politically correct
Right.
and inclusive times in history.
All right,
Does religion have a place in our modern society?
Maryssa Smith. Like, I'm going to make a statement here, and then we're going to hear from two of my favorite humans next to.
Now let's not
Bartles
get
and
too
James.
into make it about
No.
religion, not
No,
Indiana,
no.
because we got Indiana
No,
later.
wait a minute. Wait. I know history. This country was set up for religious freedom, but freedom from religion, folks. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people don't know the truth and the history out there. The founding fathers were not Christians. Not that there's anything against Christianity. They believed in a higher power, but they were enlightened men. Okay, they didn't believe or subscribe to a particular religion. And this country was set up where you have freedom of religion, but you have freedom from religion, and that the rule of men and women supersedes all. And that's why this country was set up, that the cornerstone of this nation was the separation of church and state. And now you've got the slug nutty, crazy red states where they're putting the 10 Commandments on the walls and not letting women abort those little babies that 20 years from now will end up becoming crack meth crazy, gun-toting, nutty, slutty, nutty whatties. Let me tell you something.
Nutty Woodies.
Religion is okay if you want it, but if you don't want it, you don't need it, okay? And I want to be protected from these religious guys that the rule of law and the rule of men supersede all. And if you have a problem with that, go in a church, go in your basement, have some Haas-Croft buns. I don't have a problem. I'm going to have some more beer. I am now yielding to Todd Montesi.
Yeah. Well, you know the funny thing to me, though,
I think that made sense.
Yeah.
Did it, Bob? Did it?
Good for Angry Bob, guys. Angry Bob. Do it. You're at home. Do it. But I think the funny thing is now everything's so politically correct that everyone's like, you're offending me. So even like religious like people who usually are the ones that are politically correct are now like, well, I'm politically correct too. Like, for example, like people who call themselves Mennonists, like male feminists.
Oh, okay.
And they're like,
Wait, Mennonites?
That's
Those-
what
No,
I
Mennonites.
that's what I
Mennonites.
thought.
Oh, are they Mennonites?
The Mennonites
I-
are kind of like the Amish.
Goddamn Amish and
I
their
know.
A
buggies.
new religion.
I know. It's,
No.
They're both connected.
Use some electricity, damn you,
No,
Ezekiel.
Mennonites are like the Amish, like
Yeah.
2.0.
No, but they call themselves Mennonists, you know? Which remember that Married with Children, where they'd
Raise
have,
a
like,
barn, you bastard.
exactly, where they'd have that group, Al Bundy's group, No Ma'am.
Yeah, no man.
So basically, that was a joke back then. Now that's actually real, you know? And it
What
just
is
shows
it?
you. What?
So, what is it? You have to
they're
explain.
male feminists.
There's like these, it's like
Male feminists.
No, male.
That sounds like every hipster comic
No,
in the city.
not male feminists. They're male in it. They're like, you know how feminists are like, we got to fight for women's rights. These guys are like, we got to fight
Todd,
for
you're
men's
making less
rights.
sense than me. No, what is this? I don't
Okay.
know. They fight for male rights?
Yeah, these
I
are
don't know, this
like
sounds
usually it's
like
like
exhibition.
angry white dudes
Tell them to shut the
who are in
hell
their
up.
mid-20s, and they're just like, well, what about my rights? You know,
You
as a
know, I don't have a
male."
vagina, so I'm not cool. I just have a penis. Fuck you.
Exactly, right.
You know
Well,
what?
That's about like
Hand
I've
him
been
a gun
watching
and
a lot
send
of
him to Fallujah. There you go,
things
Bob.
on like TV and reading articles about how like there's a whole society of like men that are deciding that they don't want to date anymore because women are putting too much pressure on men, and that they are deciding that they'd rather like stay home and jack off than have to like pay
I'm just
for
going to
a
hang out with my
dinner,
friend and
like,
fuck him in the ass.
It's
no
just like,
homo.
oh no, it's like I can just play video games and I don't have to
Right.
deal with the scary women that might criticize me. It's like grow a fucking pair.
I
Like,
think
you know?
every woman,
right.
woman with half a brain should be a lesbian because men are disgusting and useless. And you know what? Stop having children and just start, double donging each other, ladies.
But,
There's
you
nothing
know,
wrong with that.
Some
Have
women
you ever
are beautiful.
experimented? Do you mind if I ask? Is that okay?
No, it's like it's
Have
just
you ever
not.
you regret it? You're a really attractive. By the way, Maryssa is very attractive. Give it up right now to Marissa. And a wonderful lady.
thank you.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
objectifying.
Yeah.
Radio
but she can
Tinder.
be-
Yeah.
Radio
she
Tinder.
can be like a queen power lesbian anytime she wants, and I would. Be
I just,
like,
Queen
something
power
I
lesbian.
couldn't. I went to an
I
all-girls
was a
school,
lesbian.
and I know a
failed.
lot of lesbians. I really couldn't be a
You have any
lesbian
numbers?
just because
I have man boobs.
I don't know. I need to be like the only one in the relationship that can like call PMS. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you're just like I can't be like having you
go
call.
for a diesel dyke
no.
or something because they're pretty.
They
Hey,
still
leave her alone, Bob.
menstruate.
She's strictly dickly.
Exactly.
Remember when I was a kid, they'd say,
All
I'm
right,
just
whatever.
strictly dickly.
But I'll tell you
Dude,
something
we're
funny.
working
Like
options here. Calm down.
a couple
right?
of years ago, I went with some of my friends to Miami, and it's like
the lesbian capital of Florida.
Well, exactly. We went during some like lesbian convention, and like we
Oh,
didn't.
really?
Yeah, we didn't realize it. We got into
I
like
should
the
work
airport, and like we're just like, oh, this whole flight is like a bunch of ladies, and so like we get to the hotel, and it's like
nuts.
all of South Beach are just women. And so it's just really strange. And so then all of a sudden, like we're eating outside in this outside cafe, and I hear this, oh, that girl looks just like my cousin Maryssa. And I turn around, and it's like my cousin, who's like, a fairly large lesbian lady
was
with her.
Maryssa?
Was myself, and my cousin was herself with her girlfriend and her friends that were down there for a convention. And she's like, oh, when did you come out? And I'm like, I'm not gay. And then she's just like, I'm like, what's happening here? It's like some Love a Girl convention that they have every year. And so she's like, oh, don't worry, I won't tell the fam. So like 5 minutes later, my aunt's calling me, and she's just like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in South Beach. No, I'm not a lesbian. Like, she was just like, oh, well, don't worry, I'm not going to tell your mom. And like, my mom's like, my mom calls me like 5 minutes after her. Your aunt just called me and she says you're in South Beach and you're a lesbian. What's happening?
That's
I'm just
great.
like,
You didn't even know.
I'm like, oh my god.
I see. I think grandparents or parents want their kids to have kids just so they have some something to take to like
Continuity.
Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Yeah.
So they could sit there with all the other grandparents and go, look what I've got. I made something that made this. Ownership.
Now, Bob Bell.
Yeah.
So now, like,
Bob
do you
Bell.
think that religion has a place in our times right now?
Well,
I mean,
the thing is like, you know, talking about like the political correctness. I mean, basically, I think what it is it's all. I mean, it's all charade. I mean, I think what's happening in Indiana is really indicative of like a real undercurrent, like a backlash that's going to come back within like another 4 or 5 years.
But Bob, the roots, just one quick thing. You know the roots of what's going on in Indiana is the death of the unions. I mean, Indiana, no one knows this, 40 years ago, was a good blue state. It was a union state.
Yeah.
But that disgusting shitbag Reagan, that disgusting shill for General
ketchup
Electric,
is a vegetable.
the worst fucking president on the face. They wanted to put him on the dime. They wanted to, you know what? Put him on the end of my dick. That's where you put Reagan,
You
all right?
want to fuck Reagan?
No, yes. But anyway, there used to be unions. Reagan started, you know, the Morning in America was the
I just
death
sit and take you
of
for a
the
necrophiliac.
unions.
Go on.
No, but the death, well, a little bit, if there's money in it. The death of the union. So what happened is
I got
is
cupcakes.
Indiana used to be a good union state. The unions are gone. The jobs are gone. They're all in China now. There are no jobs.
Right.
These people have no future. And what happens? Do you remember in 2008? When Barack Obama was running for president and they caught him saying that thing about these poor people that used to have jobs and now all they have is guns and Jesus, and he got shit for that, but that's absolutely true. When you take away people's hope and jobs and future, what are they going to go for? They're going to go for
Hate.
Jesus and they're going to go for guns, and that's what happened to Indiana. Indiana used to be a cool state. Now it's a fucking
Used to be a cool state.
No, used to
Didn't
be.
the KKK start there?
No, that was Kentucky or someplace.
No,
like
I
that.
think the KKK started in Indiana.
I actually think on Long
We can
Island.
But I
Google
see,
it.
Bob, I don't think it means Indiana. I think
No,
it's just.
but- no,
I
for a
agree.
while it was a cool
It doesn't
state.
matter
Right
whether
out
it's
there.
Indiana, whatever.
From
I
the
think it's
50s,
indicative
60s.
of a lot of other things
But no,
that are
but
becoming
do you
back.
agree with me?
It doesn't. I mean,
Do you
what's
agree
going
with
on?
me about that the
I don't
end
even know.
of
I mean-
decent jobs
Yeah.
leads to shit like that?
I
No,
agree
it
that
can-
I
it can
asked him the
definitely- I
question.
could definitely. I mean, look, that definitely can happen because of it. But the thing is that
Thank you,
I think
Bob.
Indiana and the whole PC thing is there's an undercurrent of like what is going to be a backlash in another few years. And Indiana, like the whole the like feticide thing that's going on, like the one girl
Yeah.
who like was going to jail.
Harvey Patel.
That's all like indicative of what of the backlash
just
that
hate
things
the
happen.
devil.
So
Yeah.
it's even beyond like what you're saying. But I agree with what you're saying. But it's beyond.
My favorite is like in Indiana now. There's like a woman who owns like a pizza shop, I think.
Yeah, and
Who's-
she won't cater gay
Yeah,
weddings.
so she starts up a GoFundMe page, and she raised $50,000 or
Yeah,
$500,000.
because she got a bunch of, that fag haters around the country.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. I'm sending you a tithe
But
for Jesus.
The funny thing is, she's like, that's welfare, So they're,
No,
they're
I know.
against that, but she's doing, that's like another form of welfare, and she's
all
doing that.
hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly,
It's not
Bullshit.
welfare when
And then
it's
she
white,
closed-
straight people.
And then she closed the pizzeria because people kept sending like dick cakes to her or something.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna get drunk and listen to Andrew
Tennessee.
Bob
The
talk.
KKK was founded in
sorry,
Tennessee,
Bob.
you guys. Not that you
I
were,
love Bob.
but the KKK was founded in Tennessee.
That was
okay.
close.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, that's
That
like
was
the next
close.
state over. Goddamn you.
That's why we got Google, folks.
You're statist.
Yeah.
You're statist. You're statist
By the way,
against my
I know
state.
who started. Nathan Bedford Forrest, a general from the Confederacy, got pissed off that the Confederacy lost, and he goes, "Oh, I'm starting the KKK just to fuck with people, and I'm gonna be on a stamp one day," and he is. So.
Okay,
By
so
the way, Angry Bob loves black people. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. I recognize,
black people, hate Tennessee.
the
Hate
sacrifices
Tennessee.
that African Americans made 400 years in this country. If I was black, I would just be going nuts and just yelling at white people.
Well, you're half
well,
Sicilian,
talking
so that
about
counts.
black people going nuts. Do you guys know who Cam Brock is?
Ooh.
So Cam Brock is a woman. She's an African American woman. She was pulled over in
good-looking?
Harlem. She I think is an
I
attractive
love black.
lady.
Give it up for black ladies.
Give it up for
Nice
black ladies.
tushies. Big
My mom is one.
I
So
love Southern food.
she was driving in
fried chicken.
Harlem, and she gets pulled over by the police because they thought
Because
that
she was black?
No, because they thought she was driving under the influence of marijuana.
Oh, is this the one who she has like a high-powered job or something?
Yeah, she's in
I
the
heard about
finance-
this, and they put her in this
Mental
the mental
institution.
institution for a week. Oh my God!
Because she
said
said that Barack Obama was following her on Twitter, but Barack
And he
Obama
was.
is actually following her
He
on
follows
Twitter.
me on Twitter, so don't send me.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, it's Obama's fault again. You Kenyan.
Now-
no, that's fucked up.
It's
Do you
crazy.
know what
like,
kind of
like
lawsuit she's
anyone,
gonna have now?
I hope she gets all the money.
I hope
like,
she-
she should get every single cent.
She should get De Blasio's kids as indentured servants for a week.
I don't know.
the drug
Dante
addict
looks like
and
he
the
could
guy
be a
with the
pain in the
hair.
ass, though.
Dante looks like a little bit of a cunt, doesn't he?
No,
a little
his
bit.
the
You
daughter is. The daughter's a
No,
Dante.
the
The
daughter's
daughter's
like,
cute.
she's away in college. You don't have to deal with it. Like the other.
Can we talk about the wife though? You know, she was a lesbian, and somehow De Blasio turned
You just
her.
love the lesbians.
How the fuck did he do?
I just
De
spilled
Blasio-
beer all over myself.
Okay. Not to be crass.
What's new, Bob?
Bob Bell
like,
urinated on
De Blasio is like
Covered it
a
up with
huge
beer.
dude. Like he looks like he's packing some heat. Like I'm
You
just
think?
saying.
Are you sure?
He
He's half-
looks like he's packing some heat.
Okay,
He does.
can
not
I
Italian,
go
he's
over
half
this?
German.
Yeah.
Is De Blasio? I am a liberal Democrat. I am a disgusting pinko liberal Democrat, and De Blasio has been the biggest disappointment since David Dinkins. He really, and I like Dinkins. He was a nice guy, but a shitty mayor. De Blasio, the highlight of his mayoralty so far is he killed a groundhog on Groundhog Day.
That is unsubstantiated.
Aren't they?
No,
Aren't all mayors
he
like
dropped
disappointing
it
in New York?
Died
Though?
of
Yeah.
shock.
What was like the mayor that people
No,
liked
but
in
it's
New
like,
York?
you know, he talked about the Tale of
Good
Two
question.
Cities.
Yeah.
Bob Bell,
Maybe.
I need Bob Bell on this. Tale of Two Cities. And in the past year and a half, more mom and pops have closed. The rents are going higher. They're putting up that 100-story abomination.
You
on
need a
57th
guy who's going to
Street.
be tied to his convictions.
It's
and
not
you don't
about-
have
I mean,
that
it's
in
all
machines.
Bloomberg.
Yeah.
This is all Bloomberg.
You know,
but
I mean, but it
still.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a
same
secret
thing.
Bloomberg.
Bloomberg,
Right.
you
Just
know,
say you're
well,
the
Bloomberg,
mayor.
you knew what you're getting.
No,
but like,
go to the fucking construction guys and say build some houses for fucking people,
not gonna-
not
Yeah, you-
Russian
well,
oligarchs
you know.
who are going to use it
Who
as
owns
Swiss.
the land, though? Like, you
doesn't
can't
matter.
just do it.
Eminent domain. And let me tell you something. I'm all for big, disgusting, a horrible, grabbing government. I'm for fascism if it has anything to do. No, I am for Nazism. If I an apartment seeker. No, there should be affordable. What the fuck? I didn't even know what he said. There should be affordable apartments for every native New Yorker on the backs of trust.
Sorry, Todd, it's a new Nazi regime. You're my friend, but now I'm not Jewish anymore.
Hitler ist eine Partei, die Partei ist Hitler.
Ich bin ein drunk.
Oh, that'd be great if we did Hitler morning radio.
Hitler in the morning.
We keep on going off topic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I keep hearing. It's like you're off topic. So
I just drooled on myself.
I have no napkins. I've got.
That's going to
I can't
happen.
wait till like tomorrow
Pull
when,
the sweatshirt.
when Angry Bob's like, don't air this, don't air
Oh,
this.
thank you. Apparently,
this
I've got
off the-
napkins
Oh,
to the
who's this
right.
guy?
This is Dan.
Oh,
yes.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan
so
is tall and attractive. and
that's why he's
sort of
on the
cute.
show. Oh.
Dan comes in and sees us all naked and greased up. Dan gets scared and walks out. Film at 11.
So now,
We're drunk. Anyway, go.
so Bob Bell.
Yeah.
Do you think that our families affect like who we are as people? Like,
God.
No comment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Personal question
it
to
was
Bob
his.
Bell.
It was his question,
TMI.
so I'm
It was
throwing
my
it to
question.
him
Yeah,
because I'm
no.
trying to save the fucking show. Anyway.
This is the best show ever. Mark Mayron, fuck you. All right.
How can it not affect you? I mean, really. I mean, it's just like with the fucking that crazy people I had. I mean, it's just like list my Uncle Steve and like my again my father. I mean, every one of them.
I
was
had an Uncle
nuts,
Steve, too.
You know, and so like yeah, it affects you. You know, I mean, it's not the only effect it has on you, but like God, you know, I just. This, I mean, family. I just like seeing my uncle like shitting his pants on Easter, man. That
Whoa.
was just like that was like yeah. I want you to be.
Now
don't be
that's
a
the
homo.
Station of the Cross.
But he kept on telling me like he was doing that, and then he kept on saying, he goes, "I don't want you to be a homo. I don't want you to be a homo." Like. These are memories.
Bob.
Childhood
Hey, if you're
memories.
gonna shit your pants, you're not gonna be a homo because
Were
someone's
you
gonna
ever
fuck
a
you in the
homo?
ass. You know?
Yeah, that's
Were you ever a homo, Bob? I just did.
no. I never.
Did you
went
ever
that-
think of homosexuality?
Not really.
Not even once.
Whatever.
You never saw an attractive, like maybe Mark Spitz. Remember Mark Spitz?
Why would he, that's what do we do? That's 1970. I wouldn't.
I
even,
know, I'm
my
old.
balls didn't even drop by that year.
Yeah. I'm still waiting.
That was
Angry
1970.
Bob, have
Hey,
you
Bob,
ever experimented?
did you watch a midnight screening of
All
Midnight
right,
Cowboy?
here's the deal. Wait. I'm about big reveal. Big reveal. Okay. No.
Yeah.
When
I think this whole show's been a big
No.
reveal for you, Bob.
No. You're gonna. This is where this really goes off the rails. When I was in summer camp once, I don't know if you ever heard of this horrible, basically homoerotic game that young men play called "Come on a Cookie." You ever
Oh,
hear
the
of this?
Ookie Cookie.
I never.
All right,
no,
now
this,
I don't
never
know
heard of
if
this.
it's an urban legend, but the way it works is basically a bunch of young, beautiful men get into a circle and jerk off on some kind of glutinous carbohydrate product, and the
Sounds
last
hot.
person to jerk off has to eat it. So apparently we tried this. And
You tried the Ookie Cookie.
we tried the Ookie Cookie. But here's the
actually
deal.
did this?
I
It was
think
like
it's-
it was me and like 3 other awkward, disgusting fat guys.
How old were you guys?
12. And
That's just about who shoots first.
right,
though.
and we were
Like, you
just
have to be
standing
a
there,
fast
and we went to the canteen, whatever they called it, and got a piece of bread. And we started doing it, and then we realized we were jerking off in front of each other, and we said, all right, nobody ever say, we aborted it. We abort. And we said, never speak about this again. But years later, I bumped into one of the guys, and he was a flaming gay. And there's nothing wrong with gays. I love gays.
It's your fault,
Hey,
Bob. You
no,
made him gay.
And I actually asked him if he thought that had anything to do with his, and he goes, no,
Well,
he
he
was
thought
gay.
it was yummy and delicious.
No,
that's
we
right.
didn't go that far. We sort of.
So no one ate the
aborted.
cookie?
Yeah, that's
But
what I want to know.
no one
Nobody ate the
jerked
cookie.
off on it. You had to have 3 people jerk off, and
So
the
you
4th
guys were
would
just
eat it.
standing
So
there
what-
with your
so
cups
you're-
in your
so
hand
you're-
and nobody's
we just
jerking
said,
off
we
and
said
there's
this
just
is
a cookie on the
ridiculous.
floor.
So like
because
everybody's shooting blanks,
standing in
basically,
front-
or what
I'm
was it?
standing in front of 3 other guys
rules.
jerking off, and I'm trying to jerk off, and it's not giving me anything to jerk off to because I just don't. I'm not into that. I mean,
So
I
you
would
guys-
be.
Oh, this
All
is
right, so you guys
devolved
are
quickly.
just standing there naked, and then there's a
So this
cookie
is
on the
my
floor,
gay
and you guys are
experience.
just jerking
Dan, did
off,
I
and then
try-
there's
yes.
no coming on the cookie,
Yeah,
but you're
a few
just
minutes.
standing there. Okay.
Few minutes of 12-year-old Jews.
Dan's
from
enjoying
Queens
all of this, I guess.
Trying to jerk off in front of each other, and hold on.
Happy Easter, guys.
Happy
Happy
Easter!
Easter.
Christ
Happy
died
Passover.
for my.
So
So
now,
there's
Bob,
my
tell
story,
me about
folks. Don't
this.
tell my mom, but she's dead. So
Tell me about Starbucks and their race thing that they had.
Oh, I did that. So I I hate corporations, but I don't know. I've drunken the Kool-Aid a little bit, Bob.
He
No.
drank the Java.
I do like Starbucks. I do. I like going there because I don't have a job. So it's like going to a job. They give me, and there's some hot baristas. There's this one. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't think I was my girlfriend. Maybe listen. Anyway, so after that whole thing, when the CEO of Starbucks said, hey, we sell coffee and we sell cake. Hey, let's try to see if we can get a discussion going about race relations. What the fuck? So I went to Starbucks like that day, and I went up to some barista, some Spanish chick, and I said, so tell me about, the coming Spanish majority in America. What do you think? And she just looked at me. She said, what the fuck are you talking about? It goes,
actually
you
do
don't
that?
even know what your CEO said that you now
you actually
are.
did that,
I
or-
actually did that. And she got and the manager came over. He goes, excuse me, are you bothering our barista? He goes, no, I need to know about racial harmony because. And he said, yeah, we're really not doing that. Just go. And that was it. So it's stupid.
Todd, would you actually want to talk about a discussion about race with your barista? I just
It
want my
depends
fucking
how.
caramel
If the
macchiato.
barista's like a hot chick, why not? That's like a great opening. You could be like,
Right.
hey, so what do you think about, I don't know, Israel? And just do this and just
Lock
what are the
eyes.
awkward? Yeah, exactly. And then just do that, and then she'll just be like,
What do you think about the Tuskegee Airmen and the LSD experiments on blacks during World War II?
police brutality? Am I right?
Were the Japanese forced into concentration camps, or we were just protecting them from us?
So, Todd, do you think that that the Illuminati was behind
No!
the Starbucks debate?
Ask
I-
Bob.
I
No,
think-
that's a Bob question.
I think the Illuminati's behind this TV show right now, or whatever the show is.
Yeah.
A radio show.
No. Bob
Radio
knows about
TV
the
show.
Illuminati. He doesn't know.
What about
ask
the
him.
You mean the Starbucks? No, I mean the Starbucks thing. I mean, I mean, come on. I mean, it's like one of these things. I think he's on the pulse, and he kind of knows like what the what's our buttons to push. Right, and that's why I see it. I mean, it's like
Bob Bell's fifth level Illuminati, where you can actually still see him.
You know what it was? Honestly,
does the Illuminati actually exist, or is this just like some creation of like
the
Daniel Brown?
The Bilderbergers exist.
It's a metaphor for like real life, like people who are in power.
There
like
were
no.
There were the Rosicrucians. I mean, there were a bunch of these disparate, weird groups that wanted to be like, secret society.
Freemasons.
But
like, is Illuminati basically Freemasons, or is that a whole nother level of shit?
It's hard to say, you don't know. But
do we actually know anyone that's like an admitted person in the Illuminati?
Bob
No, I know a guy who's intrinsically.
That's right.
Like I said,
I've been on your videos.
Bob Bell's very low level, so you can still see him. So hopefully he'll.
Francis James.
I like how we're referencing people no one knows and will ever know, and like even if you Google them, you
why
won't
they're
know
Illuminati.
Who they are. Yeah,
You
exactly.
need to like, tag them in the post. Like we talked about.
They're like Sir Francis Drake.
No, maybe we'll
Sir
have
Francis
5
James.
people listen to this.
Can I just make one lucid comment? I think when it came to
Finally, Bob. Finally.
Wait, one lucid comment.
Say something that makes
One
sense,
lucid
Bob.
comment.
Instead of me. It's my show. Me.
I'm angry.
Lucid.
No, I think when it came to
My
the
mouth
whole
just hit the mic.
I think when it came to the Starbucks thing, it was just basically misguided stupidity. Basically, he was like, "Well, let's try to be nice, but yeah, these guys really should just do their job and make people fucking coffee."
He's probably like one of those like 1960s like hipsters who made like his own like
Kumbaya.
Nikes. And then he became like a billionaire from this idea of Starbucks. Now he's like, well, now I'm one of them, but I still one of us.
I want to give back to the Negroes because they shine up my car so
I would make sure to
nice.
hire them at Starbucks at low-level paying jobs, not as managers, but as.
By the way,
But I
a
will
lovely
say the
lady
one
just
thing that I'll
entered the
say
room.
that's good about Starbucks is that,
Hello.
like, if anyone works there and they work 20 hours a week, they automatically got health insurance.
No, that's why I
Which is like that's the only
Yeah,
thing
no,
that I'll
it's a
say.
good
Like I'll pay $6 for a fucking caramel macchiato
No,
because I know.
By the way,
no,
you know
no.
what'd be a great
someone-
thing too? Like besides
Are
like.
you a member of the Gold Club? The club.
I'm not a member
No.
of anything.
No.
It's all a trick.
No. Listen to me.
Just trying to spend my
Every
money.
12 coffees, you get a free sandwich. It's a $6.
I like how he's anti-corporations, but he's like,
Yeah,
do you
but
have the
it's like,
gold
wait a
card at
second.
Starbucks?
You gotta get the gold
Are you
card.
sure I'm getting paid
It's
for
not
this?
a mom and
No,
pop, but I love
it's
the
on
sandwich.
this. And you know what? I get so much free shit because I go up to them. I am
I'm
the biggest.
anti-corporations.
No, I am
Buy
not-
Starbucks.
No, I'm pro free shit. I am the biggest Jew on the face of the earth. I go up to them and they go, "Come on, look, I'm a member of your club," and half the time they give me free shit just to get rid of me. Don't you know? Listen, America, you listen to me?
Quick,
Be
give him free
annoying.
shit. Let's see if he-
Just ask for shit, and they'll just give you shit to go away. I'm trying to work it out on a BMW, but that may be that's an
I
advanced
don't even have
move,
to do
you
that.
know?
They just give it.
You need a PhD in being a cheap bastard to get a BMW for free.
I'm
Either
working
that or
on
a
it.
PhD.
That
in
will be an
duck
episode when I get my free BMW. But I've gotten
Duck
free meals, free
second.
drinks. I got a free hand job once. Don't
I'm
even-
anti-corporations.
that's
Give me
way
a new
too
car.
TMI, but
By the way,
So now, how did you get this free hand job other than buying a
let me
dinner?
tell you something. Angry Bob
I remember
is a
this
very
story.
charming. Oh,
free hand
that.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
Pennsylvania
that,
one.
yeah.
Oh.
That's
That's
the
the
one
one.
I want to hear about.
Well,
because
no, there's
that's-
two.
There's
There's
that
actually
involved.
you had
two,
two
yeah.
free hand jobs in your life? 2 free hand jobs.
Yes. Well, one.
Is that just a
one-
girlfriend? Hey-o!
Hey, that's
Company
not
pays
free.
dividends.
That's not free. I pay for that. But anyway, no, I did a show in Pennsylvania once, and this chick just, I don't know, she had broken teeth and she wanted to give me a blowjob, so I went back to her fucking trailer.
The
It was a
snaggletooth
trailer,
wanted to scrape her
snaggletooth.
teeth
I
against
put a
her
condom on
ding
my
dong.
dick, and she got offended, and I
Pussy!
said, you know what? I don't know where I've been, but I don't know where that fucking snaggletooth mouth has been. Now, here's the deal. She's going down on me, and I swear to Christ, like on the other side of the trailer, I heard, Janine, are you here? Can you throw a couple of Pop-Tarts in the toaster oven while I'm getting a fucking blowjob? Her 400-pound fucking crazy mother, like from Pussy Heaven, from Blue Velvet, is sitting on the other side of the trailer. And I faked an orgasm. Ladies and gentlemen, I faked. I went,
I'll
and I
stick
just
that
got
out.
the fuck out of there. And she
Like,
actually
didn't
said,
she notice that there was nothing? Like,
because I know I had a
on the
fucking
south-
balloon on my dick. And then she said, are you going to call me? I swear to Christ. And I said, sure. I drove the fuck home from Allentown, Pennsylvania to Queens in 2 fucking hours, and I took a shower of shame.
Bob, you could put that in the
Pop-Tart,
Pop-Tart,
really good joke out of the whole thing.
You could put it in the Pop-Tart for Mom. And
no,
then,
and I like ladies, but not the
snaggletooth
ladies. Fucking mouth on my condom dick while Mom wants a fucking Pop-Tart. And it was a
Angry
dog
Bob has
running
standards,
around.
my friend. Angry Bob is a man of standards.
No, I'm telling you, my fucking life is a David Lynch
I'm not coming
movie.
to your face with your mom asking for a Pop-Tart. I'm a man got standards.
No, I got a hand job from a rich old woman once.
Oh, that's a different story.
That's the other thing I do. Didn't I ever tell you about
that?
No,
that one I don't know.
I really shouldn't because I think I'd get into big trouble because she's married. But
she's an Illuminati.
I made money off the deal though, so.
I'm a whore.
Let me tell you something, folks.
I'm a whore.
No, shush. Listen to me, folks. Life is bitter and short. You gotta grab it by the balls and just take what you want.
By the shoulder
Angry
curls.
Bob will be
This
your
is Angry
font
Bob 101.
of
You want to suck my? You want to fuck me? Pay me.
All right,
Just
you guys.
remember, I'm gonna eat one of these
We're gonna
things. No, I'm
start.
gonna keep this from what's-her-face.
We're gonna start wrapping up the first segment.
All right, get out.
But
Just kidding. Todd
before
Montesi and
we
Bob
go,
Bell. Hold on.
we're not ready. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Todd, how
so,
dare you burp.
Todd, do you have any shows coming up? Any gigs? Where can people check you out?
Yeah, you can check me out on if you're in New York City, you can check me out on Tuesdays at UG Comedy Show. That's UG apostrophe or exclamation point. Excuse me, comedy show exclamation point too.
There's too much
Where
punctuation
is
in
it,
the
Todd?
title.
It's at No Fun Bar on Tuesdays. You can just look me up on like Facebook or Twitter.
Isn't it on
It's
Ludlow
a
Street,
super-
Todd?
Yeah,
TODDMONTESI. Also,
It's a great show.
I'm gonna have a cable access show soon called Working Title with Todd Montesi. It's gonna be so interesting. I'm gonna be interviewing like fringe people.
Thanks, Todd. I'd love to. Go on.
No, but we're gonna interview people like the first episode we did with an empath. It's like, what is that? And then like I explored that. It's weird.
The chick from Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Close to it, yeah.
He interviewed Marina Sirtis.
No, but a real life person who's like an empath.
Oh,
or
right.
yeah.
That's weird. What, did she feel any feelings coming from you?
You gotta check it out. You gotta tune in when it comes out, guys. You gotta
I
follow
think
me.
I will. Todd Montesi. Can I say one quick thing? I've known Todd since I first started doing comedy, and like everyone that I really like, we hated each other initially, but then we felt each other. We felt each other's auras. Todd is probably one of the most unsung, hardest working people.
I'd
and
agree
the
with
nicest.
that. I'd agree with that.
Y'all get spots, guys. Even you 5 people listening on the radio, y'all get
And
spots.
you get a spot, and you get a spot.
Everyone gets a spot.
No,
Everybody
Todd-
gets a spot
Todd's
on
too
time.
nice. He's got to stop with that spot shit. He should start banning more people.
Give them all to
Ban
me.
'em all. I work your band list.
Give Angry Bob 1 hour a day.
Bob
Yes.
Bell, where can people catch you?
In the Pleiades.
Planet Earth.
You can catch me at
The
a comedy
center.
show. You can catch me at Todd's show or
Yes.
Where else? I don't know.
Or my show.
I'm
The
gonna-
Milky
no,
Way.
not
Not my
Tuesday.
show. It's
The
my
Milky
show.
Way.
On occasion I'm at Broadway if like people feel they're, that there's some open spots that they can throw me
Don't
out.
mention
So-
that.
That's for the aliens to abduct Bob Bell so they could learn more about life.
I sort
No,
of pop up.
he abducts aliens.
Alien
Bob doesn't get
abduction.
abducted. Bob gets invited by aliens to
So you guys definitely catch Todd Montesi at UG Comedy Show at No Fun, and you can also check out Bob Bell at No Fun as well, and sometimes Broadway Comedy Club. Broadway is an awesome venue. I
If
do
you
a
want
lot
to book,
of shows
if you
there.
ever want to book Bob Bell, what's your email address, Bob? What's your email?
BOBBBB72@hotmail.com.
Bob
And-
Bell is an amazing comic. Book him for your next comedy gig.
And Todd, are you on Twitter?
Yes, it's Monty Killa. MONTIKILLA.
So follow Todd on Twitter.
Yes.
Email Bob Bell if you want to book him. And
And if you want to have sex with Angry Bob, just find him at comicangrybob.org.
If you want to have sex with Angry Bob, just throw a pizza at
Just
me.
pay me.
Be sure you have a snaggletooth.
Pay me.
Yeah, I need a snaggletooth and a pizza rustic.
Pay me.
All right, you guys, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to start our second segment with Christina Galston and Dan Opp.
Yes.
So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Maryssa.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Really fun.